Everyone, and welcome back. Let's talk about the thing everyone is whispering about, but few are truly accepting. AI is coming for every job, and we can't stop it. AI isn't magic, and it's not a sentient robot yet. Right now, it's a powerful pattern matching system. It takes data, finds relationships, and generates solutions. Its intelligence isn't fixed, it scales with compute power. More powerful chips, more data, and better algorithms mean its capabilities grow exponentially. All it takes is to reach artificial general intelligence, an AI that can learn, understand, and apply its intelligence to any tasks a human can. And then what do you need humans for? When that breakthrough happens, humans become the bottleneck. The unstoppable force, the geopolitical arms race, isn't just a tech trend. It's a matter of national security and global dominance. The US and China are locked in an intense AI arms race. China is rapidly building out massive power generation capacity, predicted to fuel data centers at a scale that could potentially dwarf US compute capabilities by 2030. The country that achieves AGI first gains an advantage so profound in military, economic, and scientific terms that it could make the other country look like a nation stuck in the dark ages, and no nation is going to put the brakes on. The train has left the station. Let's look at the business logic and why the boiling frog is already sizzling. Will companies replace you? Not out of malice, but pure, cold capitalist logic. Businesses are built on a single objective: maximize profit with minimum expenditure. Ultimate efficiency tool. If an AI can perform tasks 10 times faster, 24/7, without asking for a raise, sick leave, or a pension, what choice does the CEO have? It's not an if, it's a when. Jobs already affected. We are not waiting for this to start. It is happening right now. Customer service. Companies like Klarna have already announced their AI bot is capable of doing the work of 700 human customer service agents handling 2/3 of customer chats. Creative and white-collar Goldman Sachs estimates that AI could replace the equivalent of 300 million full-time jobs. I'm particularly concentrating on white-collar and creative fields like legal, coding, and writing. The boiling frog analogy. It's a gradual, insidious process. Companies hire fewer people to do the same amount of work. A single graphic designer uses AI tools to do the work of 3. An audio engineer uses AI to clean up tracks instantly. Slowly, the need for most human labor diminishes. It's inevitable. But here's the thing. The system is already broken. The real problem isn't AI. A lot of people, this is terrifying. But let me ask you, why? Why are you scared? Think back to when you were a kid. You'd draw, play an instrument, or build a fort for hours purely for the joy of it. It didn't matter that someone else could do it better. No. The only reason it matters now is because your worth, your ability to eat, pay rent, and survive is intrinsically tied to a salary. Isn't AI doing the work? The problem is the monetization of enjoyment and the necessity of being a wage slave. We are living in a society where people can work full-time, often multiple jobs, and still not afford a house or a comfortable life. System of extremes driven by unchecked capitalism and greed. AI doesn't break the world, it just makes the cracks already present in our capitalist structure glaringly, undeniably obvious. Have billionaires launching themselves into space. At the same moment, people are sleeping on the streets in every major city. This isn't a functional system. Look back on today and view it as the dark ages of labor, where we spent 40+ hours a week performing often boring tasks just to survive. People say AI is a bubble, it'll pop. They couldn't be more wrong. The technology is here and it's staying. If this is a bubble, it's a bubble like the Industrial Revolution was a bubble. Then spinning jennies and steam engines caused massive and rapid socioeconomic change. It created countless new industries, but also destroyed the livelihoods of countless independent craftspeople. In just a few short years, the entire horse-related economy, blacksmiths, carriage makers, stable hands, was gone. The change was fast, total, and permanent. The world completely changed in a few short years, and those changes have lasted to this day. Think about transportation. For millennia, horses were essential. Then came the car. Gone from the first flight to space travel in less than a century, AI is moving even faster. People's ignorance is due to a malaise of speed. Think of AI based on its capabilities from 2 or even 1 year ago, when it was still struggling to draw a hand or string a coherent sentence together. The exponential curve has only just begun its vertical ascent. We must recognize the true advanced state of AI today. AI takes over the jobs, we are no longer required to be wage slaves. If implemented correctly, and this is the critical part, it could be the greatest liberation in human history. Good news, we get to choose what happens next. The job takeover is a warning, yes, but it's also an unprecedented opportunity for human flourishing. Imagine this future. The necessities of life are provided for. Suddenly, you have time. Want to become a master guitarist? Learn to fish? Travel to every country? Write that novel? You can. Or meaning would no longer be derived from a often boring 9-to-5 job. It would come from connection, creation, love, and personal development. To move away from measuring success purely by GDP and money, and instead focus on well-being and human potential. Because when people are healthy and supported, the numbers take care of themselves. This future, the utopia, requires us to demand a new social contract. We need to start encouraging our politicians to talk seriously about universal basic income, UBI, and a post-work world to look after everyone when AI starts to take a more prominent space in society. It's a big idea, but not as distant as it sounds. This is not a fringe idea. We must ensure that when the inevitable mass job losses occur, and they will, there is a system in place to support the transition so humans are not left behind. This needs to be the forefront of public discussion right now. AI is coming, and it will change everything. We can face this future divided, clinging desperately to an old, broken system and watching as wealth concentrates at the top. Or we can accept the change, lean into the inevitable, and use this incredible technology to build a world where the purpose of life is living, not just working. The choice is ours. Let me know what you think in the comments.